Almost all praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwatas, double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone. Salutation, all y'all can pushing this word day in and day out. You see this face, this is how you know this is a damn devil. But Elon Musk warns America faces bankruptcy as national debt hits 37 trillion. So you got this website. I usually do at least 1 or 2 videos a year on this. I might as well go to, you ask everyday Pookie, about this site. They don't know about this, right? Everyday Negro, right? But that's a spirit revolution. Yeah, because it will be a revolution real soon, man. On all levels. But it says the U.S. national debt 37 trillion 500 billion. I'll just read the verbatim. 37 trillion 539 billion 459 million. You can't even keep up. 600,000. That was all. That was 460. Let's just say 460 million. All right. So that debt per citizen is about 110,000. Debt per taxpayer. So citizen, that's including your children, man. Debt per taxpayer. So this is, you got people out there under the illusion of being debt free. You're not debt free, man. This website, which is ran by the government, will tell you you're not debt free, man. All right. So, real soon this bubble, because that's what this is, right? This is a bubble. It's about to burst, man. Look how fast this shit is moving, man. I remember last time I was on this site, maybe about a year ago. It wasn't moving this fast, man. But every fucking second, it's like $1 million added to the national debt, man. It seems like, all right. So, let me get back to the article, man. So he warns, because he's an insider, Elon Musk. America faces bankruptcy. So what will happen, if the economy bankrupts? I can ask Google AI that, man. All right, so this is in a nutshell from Google AI, right? A U.S. debt default would trigger a global financial crisis. So it wouldn't just affect America, it'll affect the whole world. Because America holds, the U.S. dollar is pretty much the world's reserve currency as far as oil trading is concerned. With severe and catastrophic consequences for the economy, financial markets, and millions of households. Not millions, it'll affect everybody. Experts agree that there is no modern precedent for such an event, man, making it difficult to predict the exact. Which that shows you he's a devil, because he has what they call it. He has like scenarios. Like, okay, yeah, when the economy collapse, this is gonna go out of stock first. There's gonna be a lack of this, lack of that. People are gonna move this way and that way. People are gonna start fighting each other. Barter systems are gonna emerge. Beast systems, are gonna emerge. So, this is just in a nutshell what will happen. All right. A default would severely undermine global trust in the U.S. dollar. So it'll collapse. Hyperinflation. No jobs. Things what we're witnessing now, man. All right. Because I saw there's like an article or a little clip, and basically said that excuse me, during the Great Depression, I think it only took 2 years, 2 of your yearly income to buy a house. Let's say you just save your money for 2 years straight. And you could buy a house on the average income back then, right? But then I saw something that went into in today's society. It takes about 4 or 5 years of your average income to buy a house cash. You know, like let's say you make about, let's say average income Babylon like 50K a year. You need like 5-6 years of income to buy a $300,000 house, man. So, hey, this place it's a wrap, man. Call law, y'all, Bashim, I was sorry for allowing us to witness the downfall of our enemies, man. That's in the scriptures, man. And I got it right here. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, which, in this society, it's wise you don't have children, man. Said it's better you don't. But even in this society, you ain't gonna have joy of your children. That's what the kingdom is for, man. This society, you wanna barely see your children because you're going to be always fucking working, man. Trying to make sure you got food on the table and a roof over your head for your children, man. And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's the times we live in right now, man. We're witnessing the downfall of the so-called white man, the so-called black woman, in tandem, man. All right. So that's the times we living in, man, where we seeing the downfall. And it's a quick downfall. Right, yeah, we in the flesh, you're like, damn. It's been since, for me, 2010 to now. But, I can remember certain events that happened in 2010, like yesterday, showing you that the Lord sped up time, man, And brothers could say the same things from when they came in 07, 08. They remember events like yesterday. And here it is, we're at the cusp of 2026, man. Fucking October is in 2 days, man. That's a fucking unfathomable, man. Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? October surprise is almost here, man. But we're living to see the downfall of our enemy, man. The Edomites, man. And the rest of these heathen nations. Because the rest of these heathen nations, they're going to lose everything just like Esau will, man. All right? So, I'm going to get back to, let me see if there's more meat on this before I get back to the article. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. And it's a wrap, man. So, Elon, he's stressing that, look, really this is for the elites, the lesser luminaries, to cash out, man. The cash out. This is funny. No matter who you vote for, the debt keeps rising and the bombs keep dropping. But they all in tandem, man. They're all devils. They're all heathens. They're all going into slavery, man. Every last one of them in this picture, man. But Trump, he's furthering the collapse more than all of these guys combined in this picture, man. People saying Trump destroyed everything, because you got a lot of fed up people that have lost their careers, getting ready to lose their house, right? It's going to be a crazy wave of foreclosures, evictions, right? But people are fed up, man. And then, these red hillbilly Edomites like this guy, with this old ass picture from like 2010. That's just from the camera quality, right? He says, thanks to the Democrats, did after nothing. for 4 years, but destroyed the country, led millions of illegals, which is it's bigger than the Northern Tribe or what you call legal immigrants. It's bigger than that. This is done by design, man. You know, I'll show you when these class wars are gonna erupt. You know, you're gonna have Democrats and Republicans fighting each other to the death, man. All right. This is all done by design because, you know, your leaders, they want a new world order anyway, man. They don't want America to be prosperous like it was in the 1800s, 1700s, early part of the 1900s. I don't want that no more. That's old news, you know. So these people about to lose it, man, and you know, we'll see what happens in October. It could very well could be an October surprise. All right. It's Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a tiny proverb against him? And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. This so-called white man stole everything. Stole his land. Stole resources. You know, he stole a whole nation, man. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. The scripture says, how long, man, until the cities be wasted. So when you see this economic collapse happens, these cities are going to go down, like, quick. They're going to be overran quick, man. Especially these niggas that's like, you know, ain't nothing wrong getting your bag, but they heavily invested in this society. They all the way invested in this society. You know, they're gonna buck crash the hell out. You know, they're gonna try to go pull their money out the bank, and the bank's gonna tell them it's not there. It's just gonna be a fucking Abrams tank. Abrams tank parked in front of the bank, man. Right. So you leave or they'll shoot, you know. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? Thou shalt be for booties unto them. Is spoiled. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. So, hey, man, you so-called white people, man, because you did many nations, including the nation of Israel. They're going to come after you, man. America, they're going to come after you, man. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of many blood, the scripture says, the bloodshed, you know, can't be cleansed but by the blood of him that sheddeth. Here in America. And for the violence of the land and of the city and of all that dwell therein. So, hey man, it's about to be a major event that's going to take place here in America. All right. This is Jeremiah 51:8, because you see all these distractions. Charlie Kirk. There's going to be more distractions in October, and more in November, and so forth. Jeremiah 51:8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she's talking about America's Babylon goes into confusion, and this is the land of confusion. Modern day Babylon, right? But she is not healed. Forsake her. Again, saying she, because this is a whore that laid with many different nations, man. They done did a lot of dirt. You know, that's one thing about a whore. A whore does a lot of dirt behind closed doors, man. And acts like it's pure. you know, like it's a virgin. If she's not healed, forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So you're going to have people go into their own lands, which is happening now, man. Where people are selling all their assets and leaving America, man. Which that's one of the best moves you can do, you know. If you're not in the truth, that's one of the best moves you can do, man. All right. So it's the last precept, Luke 10 and 18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan, or the so-called white man on the red pitchfork, you know, preacher. I beheld Satan, even though you got demons that look like that, but it's actual talking about the so-called white man. I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, man. So this devil's gonna go down quick, and he's going down quick, man. Like, you know. Ain't nothing he could do to, you know, further his scheme. He's trying to do this AI revolution, new world order and all that. You know, bringing the beast system, the smart cities and, you know, grid lockdowns. But, you know, hey, none of that's going to prevail, man. You know, everything you do is going to backfire. It's Luke 10 and 19, behold, I give unto power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. So, hey, man, we ain't got to worry about this. This is collapse really is for our enemies, man. It ain't for us, man. Because, hey, same time as these markets collapse, we gonna get spiritual power, man. You know, shortly then afterwards, man. All right, so as they go down, we must go up. So I'm gonna end it there till next time. Shalom.